Ammo may be scarce, so be sure to utilise the melee weapons like cricket bats, axes, knives and police batons that are scattered throughout the world. Each weapon has special attributes ranging from different attack damage, speed and bleeding effects. Regardless of your weapon of choice, they are a vital means of defence when you're running low on ammo or forced into close quarters combat. You can use your fists, kick enemies to stun them, or strike with the butt of your gun for some added damage. Every encounter offers different possibilities. You can try to avoid conflict, take enemies down stealthily one by one, or charge in guns blazing. The choice is yours on how to handle each situation.
Well, I think we can manage that.
For a stealthier approach, find some tall grass to hide in. This will make it more difficult to be detected by enemies and will allow you to take down any threat that comes your way. But be careful, as others may be close enough to hear their death throes and come after you. Enemies will react differently to you, with some even putting their hands up while you point a gun at them or flinching when a shot goes off. If you run out of ammo, you can always throw your melee weapon or toss a grenade at your foes. In our previous introduction video, we mentioned the lawless land filled with bandits and cultists. Each of the factions will have a main camp that is heavily guarded but contains useful items that can help even the odds. Not all enemies you face in Atomfall will be human. Large robots patrol the quarantine zone, with orange variants helping to maintain order in the village of Wyndham, while black variants are burning back plant growth around the camp. Be cautious around them though, as they will attack you if you're in a place you shouldn't be, or if provoked. In some areas, you can get swarmed by rats that will poison you. Bloodthirsty leeches may surround you in the water, and crows can attack you in open fields. Using a cricket bat can help, as can kicking to stomp on them, but getting to higher ground or as far away as possible may be a better option. You may even come across the ferals. These creatures are rarely alone, which makes them extremely dangerous if you get surrounded. You can sometimes find them in the hidden bunkers across the quarantine zone, and defeating them can be very rewarding. Our accessibility features allow you to alter the challenge of the combat at the start of the game and can also be adjusted during play. Here you have several different options to affect aspects of the combat, survival and exploration in Atomfall. The Atomfall experience delivers an intense battle for survival, where careful observation and quick thinking are essential to executing imperfect plans under pressure with limited resources. We also want to empower players to tailor the game to their preferences, whether that means embracing more extreme challenges with heightened intensity and pressure, or opting for more guidance, abundant resources and greater margin for error. This is just another glimpse of Atomfall. We look forward to sharing our world with you on March 27th, 2025. Pre-order Atomfall today and secure exclusive bonuses based on the edition you choose. The standard edition will secure an exclusive melee weapon variant, additional loot caches, and an item recipe. If you get the deluxe edition, you'll also get access to additional cosmetics and character upgrades. You'll also get to enjoy up to 3 days of early access to Atomfall and the planned story DLC, which will be released at a later date. Atomfall is available on Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 consoles. For PC gamers, it is also available on both Steam and the Epic Game Store. PC players also have the Quarantine Edition available on the Rebellion shop. It includes everything the Deluxe Edition has, but some extra goodies like an exclusive Atomfall t-shirt, a digital graphic novel, a digital poster and postcard, and the soundtrack for the game. Proximity alarms that will go off and lead to deadly encounters. There's even exploding sheep that can infect you with spores that creep into your lungs until you collapse, lifeless. To protect yourself from these dangers, you'll need to find various supplies that are crucial to your survival. While you may not be thirsty or go hungry in Atomfall, food and drink can be found to restore your health and occasionally provide additional benefits. To help your survival, you may also choose to find crafting supplies to create useful items. To find them, you will need to explore each area to its fullest. Using the metal detector can uncover buried supplies. It may also reveal hidden clues tied to the deeper mystery within the quarantine zone. You can find crafting recipes for numerous items, including a poison bomb that releases a toxic cloud on impact, a shiv that can be used for quick stabbing, and a combat stim that buffs your melee damage for a short duration. Take the time to discover all the recipes that can be found. In Atomfall, you will have to fight to survive. You will have limited inventory space, forcing you to be strategic and intentional with every item you carry. You will have to balance between healing items and a variety of weapons, guns, Molotovs, grenades, and melees, are to be used as a defense against any adversaries you'll stumble upon. You'll need to think carefully about how you prepare and what you take with you. In our previous gameplay trailer, we told you there are a variety of pistols, rifles, and shotguns you can find and use. However, scavenging for these weapons will only get you so far. As you progress, you'll have the chance to upgrade your weapons, taking them to a higher tier for increased power. This includes weapons like the rusty terrier rifle found early on in your journey, that can be upgraded to a stock version followed by the powerful pristine version using the right skills, supplies, and multiple rifles. As you travel through the Lake District of Northern England, you may encounter the secret science bunkers hidden in hill walls or under the surface, containing treasures, supplies, and even monstrosities ready to rip you apart. There are also mysterious red phone boxes that are scattered throughout the quarantine zone. Their piercing ring will beckon you as you draw near. If you answer the call, a voice on the other end may offer helpful advice or cryptic warnings.
Oberon must die.
But who is this unseen guide? And why are they reaching out to you? What purpose drives their actions?
Phones have been disconnected for years. Take a knock on the noggin, did you?
Exploration in Atomfall offers more than just practical rewards. It's a chance to uncover hidden secrets that deepen the mystery and enrich your adventure. However, you must be extra cautious when exploring, as there is peril around every corner. A single misstep in a hidden minefield could shatter your journey in an instant. In Atomfall, players have the freedom to forge their own path, pursuing various leads to unravel the mysteries behind the catastrophic events. The absence of a traditional quest system fosters authentic investigation, where talking, researching, and adapting, even through violence, are key to survival. Each journey you take is part of a larger interconnected web of stories, leading you deeper into the mystery of what happened after the Windscale fire. However, following one lead may inadvertently destroy others or take you down paths that ultimately lead to nothing, adding to the sense of mystery and consequences in Atomfall's world. During your journey in Atomfall, you may encounter Captain Sims, leader of a military force called Protocol, who might task you with checking in on Iris, the town's baker, as something seems amiss.
If you want somewhere to start, well, we've had our eyes on Iris, the baker.
Depending on your dialogue choices, you can pressure Iris to reveal her secrets, uncovering a deeper mystery. If she confides in you, she may ask for help to obtain a special tonic from the enigmatic Mother Jago.
There's a lady, calls herself Mother Jago, out in Casterfell Woods. Brews the tonic to her own recipe.
However, you could just turn the baker into the captain and be rewarded with his trust, which could prove advantageous.
Well, as I've said, you will have earned my trust. That will be very beneficial to you, as and when we open a way out of the zone.
Not all of the characters you meet are for chasing down leads though, as some also double as traders, offering items that could be crucial to your survival. Money has no value in the quarantine zone. The economy relies on bartering and trading, making every item in your possession a potential bargaining chip. A scale indicates each item's value at the top of the trading menu. Once you've selected all the items you wish to obtain from the trader, you will then have to offer up your own items in exchange. When the scale turns green, the trade can be completed, and you will receive the new items. If you don't have enough to offer in exchange, you can always take the trader out and loot their corpse. Our first-person action survival game launches on March 27th, built on 3 core pillars: mystery and investigation,
This land is not safe.
survival, brutal combat. Atomfall's story takes place in 1962, just 5 years after the devastating Windscale fire in northern England. You awaken with amnesia, being confronted by a scientist urging you to reach a place called the Interchange, and to seek help from others willing to aid you in escaping the quarantine zone.
The only way to Windscale is through the Interchange. There are people who will help you escape, but they won't do it for free.
He may even give you a lead to start your investigation on the right path.
Everything I remember. It's not much, but it's all I can do.
It's up to you to discern who truly wants to assist and who seeks to take advantage. Your decisions during conversations will uncover their true intentions, shaping the journey ahead and uncovering vital clues.
There's one bunker I've yet to explore. Maybe you'll find the answers there. Just don't pick the place clean, eh? But look, if you want more, you'd be wise to ask Molly, the tinker. An ear for information has Molly.
I heard some outlaws found a big door nearby, one they couldn't get open. They said it was signed the Interchange.
That is a very dangerous word to be bandying about. I suggest you forget you've ever heard it. So no one goes near the substation, understood?
Armed soldiers patrolling the roads of the village. Robotic sentinels on a hair trigger, prepared to attack at even the slightest hint of aggression. And villagers who live in fear as a result.
Soldiers will string you up for anything these days, and my husband was exploring where they don't like you to explore.
Does this group really have the villagers' best interest at heart?
But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given.
Outside of the village is a lawless land filled with bandits and cultists who don't care if you're friendly or not and will attack you on sight.
Be cautious.
There are so many things to consider on your journey through Atomfall. Exploration is a critical component of the experience, especially when it comes to your survival. The quarantine zone is in the idyllic countryside of northern England, but it is not as it once was. An abandoned rail yard, a derelict stone quarry, and verdant rolling hills contain more than just pieces of a prior civilization. As you explore these places, you'll find secret bandit hideouts, mysterious messages, secrets, clues, and leads that might help you figure out how the world fell apart. These can lead you to eccentric characters, secret hideaways, or even the rundown bunkers of the British Atomic Research Division. You'll never know when or where fragments of the bigger picture will be brought into...
Help! Who are you? What are you doing in here? You're trapped in the quarantine zone around the Windscale atom plant.
Text, Northern England, 1962.
That's where it all went wrong.
Text, explore Atomfall. A man plays a guitar in a ruined building.
Hey up, stranger. Not saying you around this stretch before?
Shots of dilapidated woodlands in the down. Text, investigate the mysteries of Atomfall. A robot patrols the village.
New faces often mean trouble, and yet they may bring new opportunities too.
Text, uncover secrets. The player uses their torch to examine desks.
Certain death if you choose to enter the woods.
What's on your mind here?
Come into the light where I can see you.
Text, search. They open a chest and search a dead body. They craft a Molotov. Text, scavenge. The player scans the ground with a metal detector. Text, survive. The player approaches a wicker effigy and equips a cricket bat. The player watches bandits from some bushes, and a man in a wooden mask addresses a crowd.
Keep your eyes open.
The voice in the soil. You're not welcome here.
Text, fight. The player attacks humans, robots, and glowing desiccated men using a variety of melee and ranged weapons. The player lights and launches a Molotov at two men standing by a tall wooden fence. The player explores a ruined building overgrown with glowing fungi.
Atomfall is an upcoming single-player survival action game developed and published by Rebellion Developments. Set in an alternate history inspired by the real-life 1957 Windscale nuclear disaster in northern England, the game transports players to a fictional quarantine zone established 5 years after the catastrophe. In this reimagined 1960s Britain, the once idyllic Lake District has been transformed into a hazardous area filled with mutated creatures, rogue military factions, and enigmatic cults. Players assume the role of an unidentified amnesiac protagonist who awakens within the quarantine zone, embarking on a perilous journey to uncover the truth behind the disaster and their own identity. The narrative is heavily influenced by British pulp fiction and folk horror, drawing inspiration from works such as The Quatermass Experiment, The Wicker Man, and The Day of the Triffids, creating a rich tapestry of mystery and suspense. Gameplay in Atomfall is presented from a first-person perspective, emphasizing exploration, investigation, and survival within a series of interconnected zones that make up the quarantine area. Players must scavenge for resources, craft weapons and tools, and engage in both ranged and melee combat to survive the myriad threats lurking in the environment. A unique feature of the game is the management of the protagonist's heart rate. Engaging in strenuous activities such as combat or sprinting elevates the heart rate, leading to visual and auditory impairments, thereby adding a strategic layer to encounters. The game offers flexibility in playstyle, allowing for stealth approaches or direct confrontations, and it is possible to complete the game without lethal force, as all characters, including potential allies and adversaries, can be spared or eliminated based on player choices. The world of Atomfall is meticulously crafted to reflect a post-disaster British countryside, featuring locales such as derelict villages, underground bunkers, and dense woodlands. The environment is populated with diverse factions, including remnants of the military unit known as Protocol, now operating with questionable authority, and a resurgent pagan cult drawing from ancient British traditions. Interactions with these groups are dynamic, with player decisions influencing relationships and the unfolding narrative. The game's structure eschews a traditional main questline, instead offering a web of interrelated leads and clues that players can pursue in a non-linear fashion, fostering a sense of agency and immersion in the investigative process. Visually, Atomfall captures the essence of 1960s Britain, blending period-accurate aesthetics with the eerie ambiance of a world altered by nuclear fallout. The game's art direction emphasizes atmospheric tension, utilizing lighting and environmental design to evoke a sense of unease and curiosity. Complementing the visual experience is an original soundtrack that incorporates elements of British folk music, thematically tied to the game's lore and setting, enhancing the overall immersion. Atomfall is poised to offer a compelling blend of survival mechanics, narrative depth, and atmospheric world-building, inviting players to delve into a uniquely British post-apocalyptic adventure. The game will be available on multiple platforms, including PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, and PC, and is set to launch on March 27, 2025. Notably, it will also be accessible to subscribers of Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass on release day, providing an opportunity for a broad audience to experience the mysteries and challenges of the quarantine zone. Now you can enjoy the screenshots without any interruption. Enjoy!